Everyone, and welcome back. Today we will be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series Dark of the Moon Megatron, and to be truly honest, he's a decent figure. Couple of weird points on him. He doesn't stand very well, ironically. Like, the size of the man's clompers are, like, these are big friggin' footsies, and yet the man can't stand for crap. Now, that's most likely just the way that I have his knees oriented, because a lot of the Decepticons in the Michael Bay Transformers are digitigrade, so maybe it's just that. And yeah, okay, so it was just me not having him in oh no, never mind, he still can't stand for crap, apparently. There we go. Okay, there we go. Satellite radio, y'all getting hit with a boom. Boom. Alright, yeah, so here he is, and there's a bit of the articulation. Honestly, like, he is a very decent representation of what he looked like in Dark of the Moon. Very squat, messy, he's very rusted in certain spots. He looks like he has seen some shit and just been in, like, a bunch of friggin' battles and has had his head blown off. These flaps don't like to stay. They're kind of flippity-floppity. But they do kind of work as, like, communication things. So, like, you can take them out for the transformation. Just kind of spin him around, flip this out, and he has his own little, like, work pad. Like, it kind of looks like he's, like, this version of Megatron is reading a book that is just on his arm. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Makes this version of Megatron less of a brute and kind of like a, I don't know, smart. Not that, oh, actually, no. Megatron was basically just a bruiser. But yeah, so, there's that. He comes with a very nice cloth cape that works as, you know, his hooded self to hide his scars from the Autobots and other Decepticons. Yeah, it's just, you know, cloth fabric, nothing too special. It's a bit stiff on this side, mainly just because of, well, it's just full cloth, so, like, you put it on, it, actually, never mind. It does kind of look, it, to me, my own brain, it doesn't like how, because I like everything to kind of sit flush and fit around some of the crevices, so, like, if I have one half kind of like that, it just sticks up on the side and just, it annoys the heck out of me. So I usually don't actually keep this, so, oh, that was a good shot there. And he also comes with the bandoliers here, very nice, just very good showing off the cable here. They basically just, it's all soft rubbery plastic, which is good, means it's not gonna snap or break or nothing. And it just hooks on, little clip here, and the hole, gonna clip that in. He also comes with a shotgun, which is very nice, very reminiscent of his shotgun in Dark of the Moon. And because this was before we got the wonderful things of blast effects, it is not blast effect compatible, which sucks. It really does, because, like, having this with the, where is it? With this effect, and just kind of, like, that would look so badass. And I guess you can kind of, no. Oh, wait, no. Can you? Nope. Damn. So, no blast effects, unfortunately, but, I mean, old toy before the blast effects thing came out. Fair enough. Now, you can have him hold it in his one claw here. But he kind of ends up a limp-wristed. He's Megatron. He's fabulous. With a shotgun. Yeah, so you can get him into some pretty good poses, but unfortunately, for some, well, not for some reason, but actually no, for some reason, so this would be the inside of the gun, and that's like fully painted and everything. The outside of the gun is not painted and very hollow, so you can try and fit it into this hand, but that doesn't work because of the fact that his claws on this hand can be separated very easily. So you're meant to have the gun in this hand, which is all solid, and it has the cutout. So either you're supposed to have him holding the gun out like this, and you can basically just kind of make him do a what? A what? With the gun out, or hold like that, and he just looks like a complete tool, because he's holding all the very nice silver bits on the inside. So I don't understand. It may have just been a problem with my figure, but I don't know. But like, you can get him to hold it like in both hands. You can get a pretty decent pose, kind of, if you ignore the awkwardness of him having just the entire black section of the shotgun in his hand. Yeah, that does look very cool. So, for articulation... Oh, wait. Sorry, I also forgot. He comes with a gremlin. I dropped the gremlin. Yeah. Cute little one-headed, Igor-looking ugly mother fluffer. Him is tiny. Like, he is quite literally just a gnat. I'm surprised Megatron didn't smush him in the movie. But yeah, basic articulation, just ball joints on the arms. This arm likes to pop off very easily. And you just get very tiny sit, squat. There you go. Now on to the actual articulation of the figure. So, head is on a ball joint. You can just get very basic left and right, but that's mainly due to where they have the ball joint. I'll show it off a little bit better in the transformation section just because of where it's placed, but you can get them to look up pretty good. Side to side is decent. Arms are very good, actually. I do like that. So you get full outward movement. You can kind of get him to do a suck it Magnus. Get full 360 here on the sides of the shoulders, which is awesome. And you get a double bended elbow, so you get full arm articulation. You can get him to kind of... Come on, you. Come on. There we go. You can kind of get him to cross his arms a bit. Be all huffy that Sentinel Prime hasn't returned his calls. You get kind of very... like I showed off, you get very basic hand movement. And this toy came out during a time when they were trying their best to make it so that a lot of the more pointy bits of figures were soft plastic. So his hand is very soft and squishy and malleable, and I hate it. I do not like the soft rubberiness of some very key points in this guy. I'll get to work on why I dislike that once we get into vehicle mode. No hip articulation, unfortunately, but that's mainly just due to his transformation. You get a kind of decent sort of kick out of him. Get a very nice universal joint here. Get one knee here, two knees, thanks to the digitigrade, so you can make him like super tall. But again, that's mainly just for transformation, and let's be honest here, he looks better as like a little hunchback. Though it just makes him a little awkward to kind of pose. And then you do actually get foot articulation. His little toesy woesies are articulated, which is nice. Yeah. Yeah. So that's basically. Oh, right. I forgot to show off this hand. Yeah, you can kind of make it so it looks like his other hand's like a very slow buzzsaw, which is nice. And yeah, so there's that. And let's set him off to the side here and zoom out the camera a bit. Not that far. There we go, that far. Alright, and so here we have him next to a Brawl, or Demolisher, not Demolisher, Devastator. No. Yeah, no. Devastator, I think they called him. But I have also taken the... Oh, wait, no. No, it was... I think it was Demolisher, actually, that they called him in the movie. So, that's what I prefer calling this guy Demolisher. Because he... Weirdly enough, he kind of looks like Demolisher. Yeah, so there's that. Here he is with DOTM Soundwave, the Studio Series version with a bit of an upgrade kit on him. So you can have those two kind of hanging out in the wonderful African desert. He is next to Swindlebee. So you have a very nice little itty bitty Jeep. There's that. And here he is with my Maverick figure, because I don't have Starscream, and this is about the... Considering this was, you know, obviously more cartoonishly stylized, but still based off of the real vehicle, I figured why not. So they actually, weirdly, they kind of scale pretty good. But because it's Megatron, he would probably want to stand up taller. Yeah, there's that. So... let's get down to the transformation, shall we? So, first, we are going to take off the wonderful little things here. Goodbye. Oh, wait. Before we get on to transformation, real quick, storage for Megatron. You have a little nub here. There's a port here. Just stick that here like so. And now he's holding. It's gone. Okay, there we go. Done. Bada bing, bada boom. Straighten him up a bit. And because I have already kind of sort of started the transformation at the legs, that's where we're going to start, because that's kind of how I always do it. So, what you're going to want to do is actually rotate the feet up like so. And then you want to make it so that the knees are facing inward. Then rotate the bottom here. That up. There we go. Same on the other side. So make sure that the knee is facing inward. Top's gonna come off. That up like so. Oh, right. I forgot. There we go. Come on, you. There we go. It's weird doing this on camera. And then come out to the bottom and we just fully extend. Like so. Fully extend like so. And then we rotate the knee right up here. And we do so again right over here. We have that now. We just take the truck cab section, push that in, roll these around like so. And then there's a little tab right here that will go into a little slot right over here. You just want to kind of line that up. That. And you swoop down. Come on. And then there's this piece here that will just slot into right here. Right here. Like so, like so. Click that in. There we go. And then to finish it off, you take down this entire section here. Rotate that around, and you have half of the truck. Or at least the truck cab. You also want to take a small gas birds. That up, like so, and then you do the same thing on the other side. So it is all the way up and around, and I won't lie, I do like how much they're able to condense such a long vehicle into what is essentially a Motormaster transformation. And I just realized I could have brought Motormaster out as a comparison, but I completely forgot. And he's still in his combined mode. So, that's not, unfortunately. That's not going to happen, unfortunately. But you just want to make sure to squeeze everything together. There are a bunch of points on this vehicle that need to kind of connect together. So you have a point here. There's when these two will cooperate, because they don't like to cooperate, and then you have the actual truck cab itself that needs to go together. So just gotta fiddle with it a bit. Oh, take out the wheels as well. There we go. Come on, come on. Like so. Nah, I always have a problem with this step in general, just because it's a bunch of lanky parts that just need to, like, tab together that don't really like to tab together. But I think that's it. Yes, that's it. Perfect, that's it. Wonderful. And now we have the front section of the vehicle. Just kind of pop that like so, just to get that ready. And next up for the other half, and actually, you can kind of see how tall it already makes him. Like, that right there is huge. He's a big boy. He's a big truck. So, this part, usually during transformation, his chest already kind of comes untabbed from the crotch, so you just pull back the chest plates a bit, and then you separate the chest from the neck, like so, and then you just kind of leave that dangling for a bit. Then, this is the whole reason for the weird kind of ball joint that I was talking about. It's a little bit easier to see now that we have the chest undone, but it's just an entire, like, it's just done at a weird angle just to facilitate putting his head right in here, like so. And then we take the back arms, the shoulder pads, and we bring them up like so. Do the same on the other side, bring it up like so, like that. Fold them in, and then what I like to do is I like to take out or pop out the arm panels and just kind of fold them all the way around, just to make life a little easier later on. And actually, another thing, and I think this is the whole reason for the double elbow, because you have the proper elbow, which is right here, and then you have the transformation double jointed elbow here. Pull all that around like so. Do the same on the other side, just to get everything out of the way and kind of help you finagle everything in. So you want to take the shoulder bit, and there are 2 points where you kind of have to play with. You have this outward joint here, and then another inner joint. And they all have to come up and over. And there's a little peg right here that fits into this little square spot right there. So you just have to kind of play and finagle with it. Make sure everything kind of fits together. There we go. And that's one side. And here we have another. Just got to finagle everything. Yay! There we go. Haha. Perfect. Wonderful. Absolutely splendiferous. And then all you have to do for the arms, and I make that sound so much easier than it actually is because I hate this stupid part. So, you want to take the arms and you want to kind of accordion them into a hole like so. Just kind of have, you can let the arm panel kind of just dance around, and there we go. So, there's a bar here. There's a little bar right here. Sorry. And then you also have a rounded slot on the inside of the forearm. You want that slot to fit over top of the bar so that everything kind of condenses down. And it's just very tricky and hard to kind of finagle your way in thanks to just the bar and the way, or the chest piece armature here, and just how finicky it is. But I got it actually pretty simply. Huzzah. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful and splendiferous. Serendipitous Judah. So you can bring out the armature again and just kind of flatten everything like so. So it kind of sits like that. And to finalize it, you take the sections here, and just kind of, so there's this tab and it pegs into this slot. There's also this slot here that pegs into this tab on the chest, and that will just kind of help keep everything up and above. There we go, there we go. There's that. And then we do the same thing on the other side. There we go. And nope, that was completely off. And oh, come on. There we go. Okay. There we go, there we go. Okay. So there's that. And for a final little bit, you can take the back section here and just kind of drape it over like so. Kind of do that. And then you can take the chains as well. And then you just kind of have to hook all of the little hooks in. Hook that there. Hook this one right over here. And yeah, I do not normally do this. I never liked that, and this is actually kind of annoying to try and finagle, but I think it's this way. I think it's this way. Yeah. So we do that. We clip that one there like so. No, why do you not want to? Why are you not clanking? Why are you not doing the thing? Why does this not wish to do the thing? You are a Megatron. Your entire purpose, I was going to say porpoise, is to do the thing. And yet, for some reason, you choose not to do the thing. Yep. I'm Feh. I say feh. Yeah, so there we have him in his vehicle mode. Alright. So yeah. Here is him in truck mode, and to be truly honest, it's a very good representation of the desert truck oil tanker that he turned into in the movie. Really, the only problems I have with the figure, or at least in vehicle mode, is the murderous cow catcher that is, again, just all soft plastic. And I understand, like, do not get me wrong, I understand the reason for it. The front ends here, very, very pokey, very easy to break if they were, you know, solid plastic. But on the flip side, for people like me who prefer, like, to display them in robot, like, display their figures in robot mode, it warps so easily. And as you can see, now you have a derp-faced cow catcher. Like, this is a truck that if you saw it rolling down the streets of, what was it, Boston? Like, you'd be less scared of this. Like, having this roll up to you, it would look like, what the hell? You know? But it's still pretty good. Clearance is kind of a problem, but again, that's just because of the nature of the chest piece and just how, like, it still rolls decently. You just have to be aware of a wee bit of scratching on here, which sucks. You can already kind of see it's actually, it's surprising that it's not chipping away, but again, because I don't drive it around, but it's still, all in all, it's a solid truck mode. If just don't look at the back hole. There is no hole, like there is no Warren Bossing set. Yeah, so you do actually have some pretty nice molding. You can see the vents here for the engine, nice door hinges. You can definitely tell that this was made to take a beating and also do the beating as well. And if we can look here, right here, you kind of have, sorry, there we go, just kind of close everything up here. You can kind of see, like, right here, you kind of have, like, the Decepticon dog nose truck ornament that one of the Constructicons had in the second movie. So aside from, you know, the obvious hole right here and the obvious hole right there, you have a lot of very nice chain detail. I did try to pick out the chains in silver marker. Unfortunately, just due to general wear and tear, it's kind of fallen off. Got some more chains up here, and you can kind of see that there's still some silver marker there. Still kind of clinging for dear life. Yeah. Can't really do much aside from roll. Can't get, you know, the cap to spin, unfortunately. I completely understand why they couldn't. It would make the toy, like, a lot more expensive if they were able to engineer a way for the truck cap to turn. It would just be kind of cool. But yeah, so there's that. Spin that a bit. There we go. And first up, we have him next to his movie star mate. You have him next to the good old Mercedes. Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG. Yeah. So yeah, in a very nice silver color. Very nice. They fit quite well together, obviously, because same movie. And you can just kind of see just like how crazy some of the vehicles that they came up for in the movie were. So you have that. Here he is next to a more Decepticon-looking vehicle, the wonderful Demolisher and Devastator. And you can just... I'm not sure if this is to scale or not. I don't think it is, because I'm pretty sure... I want to say that Brawl turned into an Abrams, but I'm not a tank guy. I do not know. If you are a tank guy, please actually correct me in the comments. I would very much actually like to know. All I know is tank do pew pew bang bang. Yeah, so you have that. Here he is next to Swindleby from wherever. And again, like, I feel like this would be to scale. Like, just tiny ass Jeep. middle of the Korean War, you just see a truck like this rolling around and just a yellow Jeep. Honk honk. That scene from MASH in the first episode where they just have a pure gold Jeep. Hank hank. And finally, here he is next to the F-14 Tomcat. And definitely not to scale. The Tomcat would be a lot bigger, I think. I didn't have a I don't have Dorito Scream, which sucks. I do kind of want Dorito Scream, honestly. But yeah, so there's that. You just kind of see how different they are. The length. You can admire the girth. The length of it. It's not actually. It's not very girthy. He's very lengthy though. But yeah, so there's that. Yeah, so that is it for the Studio Series Dark of the Moon Megatron. Honestly, I have two opinions about this guy. I just have two. The robot mode is very nice, and I very much like the robot mode. The vehicle mode, it has its problems. It's very hollow. Some of the tabs on my figure do not like to tab together. Like, as you can see, I just kind of broke the entire thing there. I'm just trying to fix this. If you are a big Michael Bay collector and are like a big fan of his movies in general, I would recommend getting this guy to kind of I would recommend getting this guy really to just kind of complete your collection, only if you can find him at a decent price. Though, to be fair, I'm pretty sure this guy goes for pretty well. I have not researched it. There's also, you know, the original Dark of the Moon toy that I don't have. That is, you know, the itty bitty deluxe that comes with a really cool mech tech weapon. I'm gonna keep him like that. You can just look at him from the front. That way he's not completely derpy. Yeah. So honestly, get this guy if you really want. If not, I feel like he's a decent skip. I got him on a whim purchase, and originally I did not like him. I'm not gonna lie. I have a bias against the Michael Bay Transformers designs in general. I grew up on Cybertron, Prime, like those kind of design elements. So all the like crazy greebly and stuff I never really liked. I actually have now started to come around to the figures. Like, weirdly enough, this figure actually changed my mind on Dark of the Moon Megatron's design. I didn't like it before, and still not calling him Megatron. For me, this is Octane. Just in my own little headcanon world, this is my version of Octane, just because I feel like that kind of fits a little bit more. And also because I already have basically a shelf for my Megatron, but like this will always be a good figure to me. In robot mode, I can't stress the robot mode enough. The vehicle mode is unfortunately a disappointment. You can hide some of the badness away with a very bad tarp. You can have Igor kind of sitting on top there. You can't really do much with the gun, unfortunately. There's no real storage for the gun, so. But yeah, so that is Dark of the Moon Megatron. He's aight. I do not do, like, scores for obvious reasons. I make it so that, I like to think that I make it so that you guys make your choices on yourselves without having a scoring system. But for me, 2 out of 10. Vehicle mode, 5 out of 10. Robot mode, eh. But, so without further ado, sorry for dragging the that back end a bit. Have a good rest of your day, night, or whenever you watch this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.